What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm Tony from the Second Loft and today I want to talk about Gorpcore. Gorpcore was first introduced in 2017 in the Cut magazine, so this was the first article that came out. It says first came Normcore, now get ready for Gorpcore. So you can think of it as an extension of Normcore, and the word Gorp, it stands for good old raisin and peanuts, but you can disregard that. And when it comes to the fashion industry, there was actually a precursor of Gorpcore even before when it came out. I'm not sure if a lot of people are going to remember this, but this was a huge thing. Like, it was sold out and I couldn't find it in Korea. This is when athleisure looks were introduced to the mass, and from these two mark points, then came like ugly track shoes, New Balance, windbreakers. Those all became a mega hit, and now we're at the core of Gorpcore. So that was a brief history of how Gorpcore developed from 2014 to 2023, and now let's look at some brands. Today I've prepared two sections. The first is gonna be brands that are focused more on the outdoor stuff, and then the second is kind of like fashion forward Gorpcore brands. The first one is Nike ACG. So one of the things that I've realized is that their curating and their photo quality is just so bad compared to what I see from other curating shops. But the thing is, I've found a better place. So if you go to Works Out, it's a Korean curating shop for streetwear. They don't ship overseas, but this looks much better and it looks Gorpcore. Compare this to this. It's the same thing, but like I wouldn't buy this. So what I recommend, I'll leave the links below, but just go here and look at their lookbook. And then you can copy and paste the exact name, like these are the product name labeled in Nike. So you can copy that and like look at this look. It looks pretty nice. It looks like a nice Gorpcore outfit. I love the pants. Like this is really nice. However, when I look at Nike, why did they make it like that? Anyway, yeah, Nike ACG stands for all condition gear, and as you can expect, they are meant to be all condition gear. So it's mostly like waterproof. Almost everything is water resistant at least, and it's a pretty casual brand. Like this is kind of like a everyday wear. However, the price is a bit expensive in my opinion. It's not too expensive, but yeah, it's a brand that a lot of Gorpcore lovers love. These are pretty nice, but whenever I look at ACG, I like their windbreakers, I like their pants, and that's mostly what I would go for. In terms of accessories, they're decent, but you could also go with like higher end accessories, because accessories, you get to wear it almost all season. Other than the windbreakers and the pants, I wouldn't put too much effort finding a great piece from them. The next brand is, it's a Canadian founded brand, but apparently like a Chinese investor bought 55% of their shares, so it's kind of both. They were really hyped with Gore-Tex, and then Gorpcore, like obviously you want to go with the shell parkas. That's one thing that I would look for. In terms of Arc'teryx, like there's not many things. I looked into all of their stuff, but let's say base layer, don't even look at it. Shorts, not really. Shirts, not really. Maybe pants and fleece. Even the fleece, they didn't have a lot of choices. Like maybe I'm just always flooded with options, so I feel like these are not many choices, but I don't know. In terms of fleece, I wouldn't go with them. Like all I would look at is their shell parkas, and that's what they're good for. That's what they're known for. One of the downside that I want to mention is, let's say you're looking at this coat, the Beta long jacket. It's not double zippers. Like thinking about functionality and utility, not having the double zippers, let's see it in yellow. That's gonna be more obvious. Not having the double zippers down here is a huge miss in my opinion, because if you want to be comfortable, you gotta have the double zippers. Just wait for next season, because a lot of people are calling this out. They're complaining that it doesn't have double zippers, so I'm sure next season they're gonna come up with two-way zippers. So I would wait for next season, because like let's say you're walking and it just keeps getting in your way. Like for fashion it's fine honestly, but if you actually want to combine fashion and hiking and climbing and whatnot, which is what Gorpcore actually is, it's not a decent choice. Let's say you're just sitting on a rock and you want to eat something. That's when two-way zippers really shine, and I would actually go to their store to try it out, because for me, when I tried it in store, a lot of the sizes were like really different. Some of them I would go for medium, some of them I would go for small. It was kind of varying in size, so I would definitely check out their store. And then with the Arc'teryx comes Veilance. This is more of a low-key, like it doesn't have Fossil logo. Price is about the same. I feel like Veilance might be a bit more expensive. If you already have a minimal wardrobe and you want to mix Gorpcore, I feel like Veilance would be a pretty decent choice. However, also the same downside with Arc'teryx, they don't have two-way zipper. Another like outdoor focus utility brand that's really famous, the North Face. This was actually super popular when I was in middle school. This is what happened in our middle school. Like we were all wearing the North Face Noopsy jacket. It was insane. It was just like you needed to have it, and it was kind of silly because everyone's wearing it. Nothing's unique about it. But now this is coming back, which is so weird. After 10, maybe it's like 12 years. Yeah, after 12 years, the season has come back. One of the most popular ones are these ones, the Noopsy jacket, which I believe Kendall wore, and then it became super popular. It's like I think Kendall wore more of a cropped version, I believe. Yeah, so if you're going for North Face, I would definitely look into their padded down parkas. And that is pretty much it. In terms of their other stuff, like I didn't find anything that's really worth it compared to other brands. But actually, like the North Face also has a huge heritage. Like they've been an outdoor brand for a long time, so it's kind of like if you like the brand, you would definitely go for it. However, if you don't really have too much of a preference in terms of the brands, I don't think there's a huge merit when it comes to North Face. The fifth brand is Salomon. I'm sure you guys know it. Let's actually go to Essence. Yeah, so when it comes to Salomons, they've been producing the same profile, same type, just in different colorways. I feel like XT6 is the one that everyone buys. There's not much of a difference in terms of like other models, and I personally would just go with the XT6 if it's your first time trying it, because this one has a really slim silhouette as you see from the side, and these other ones have kind of like a more hiking dad vibe. It has those silhouettes, so I would definitely recommend the XT6 if you're trying for Salomon. And these colors are nice. Obviously black and red always goes well with any outfits, and then also if there's like anything olive, yeah, these would be pretty nice, khaki and off-white. In terms of their website, I felt like Essence shopping was just a better experience. They just changed the colorway, and I would rather buy things that are on sale if it's just like changing the colorway. Everything basically looks the same, and I would just go for Essence and look for these ones, beige. Like obviously the easy colors are gonna be easy to wear, and it's gonna have a nicer outfit overall. The sixth brand is Patagonia. So these were all the 6 brands that were more focused on the outdoor stuff. Patagonia. And he recently donated a huge chunk of his brand to a foundation, I believe. Actually, their Patagonia parkas were cheaper than what I thought, because if you go to a thrift shop, like something like this, $329 retail, but if you go to a thrift shop, I feel like they'll sell it for like $250 or $200. I thought it'd be like $1,000, but these were pretty, they're not cheap, but they're cheap considering that their vintage price and their thrifting price is so expensive. And honestly, like after seeing this, I definitely recommend buying Patagonia for like a retail price and just buying it new because of the repair system. So if you search, this is why I also recommend buying it brand new, because you can also kind of create your own vintage if you get worn out. Like it doesn't look as good as the brand new one, but you have a story to your outfit. Like let's say these zippers were replaced. These, they obviously look repaired, and you can build a story around your outfit, which makes your outfit super unique. I feel like they might ask for a receipt or proof of purchase. So in order to get their repairs, I feel like buying it brand new is definitely a nice choice, considering their price of brand new stuff is basically like a thrift shop store. From the 6th brand, I am introducing you the fashion-forward Gorpcore brands. Let's start with the North Face Purple Label. So this is an interesting brand. It's not really part of the North Face brand. It's kind of like a Japanese designer slash someone who's really huge in fashion. He was just like, yo, I wanna make the Purple Label into my taste, and let me just have the label. and that's why it's been only sold in Japan. And even right now, it's really hard to get in terms of like international shipping. You would have to go for Yahoo auctions or maybe eBay, but you can't guarantee the authenticity. So I would look at their official website, and maybe if you visit Japan, it could be a nice place. But yeah, in terms of their design, it's closer to Nanamica, or Japanese interpretation of casual Gorpcore, casual outdoor vibe. If you look at every single product, it's not a good interpretation, because yeah, this is what they're going for. It's kind of like, it's not as Gorpy as the North American brands. It's more Japanese and kind of like casual focused, and you get to wear it every day. It doesn't shout out outdoor. It's kind of like the mix of outdoor versus relaxed and casual look. That's why a lot of people like it, because yeah, not a lot of people are super into hiking. They're not buying those stuff just because of hiking. It's more like you buy for the fashion. If you look at, I mean, I'm gonna show you the Nanamica lookbooks after this, but if you look at their lookbook, it's kind of on the same vibe. So let's look at Nanamica. This is what they're going for. The North Face purple label and this look is basically interchangeable. It's really kind of like casual and Gorpcore, but then Nanamica adds on more of the workwear vibe, because Japan is the foundation country for workwear. Yeah, this is the mood that they're going for. In terms of the pricing and Nanamica, you can find it in a lot of places. You can go to End Clothing, you can go to Essence, and Purple Label, I believe, is not on Essence. Yeah, so these are the mood that they're going for. Whenever I like a brand and I like somewhat of their mood, I always check their lookbook, because that's like the collection of what they're going for. So I definitely recommend checking this one out, and also the North Face Purple Label. They have a really nice lookbook. The next brand is And Wander. I'm sure if you like Gorpcore, you also have heard of this brand. So, and oh, they actually have a lot of products, 139 products for And Wander. This is a designer from Isemiyaki, and they were focused on wearing like really casual stuff and outdoor stuff compared to Isemiyaki. So it doesn't really have an Isemiyaki vibe. It has more of a Japanese feel, so to say. So if you look at their lookbook, pretty much like Nanamica, Purple Label, and Wander, they all share the same mood just because they're Japanese focused brand. Like, yeah, they all, if you want to build these type of outfits, book a flight to Japan, because it's gonna be so much cheaper. In Korea, a flight ticket to Japan is like $200. So a lot of people actually just go to Japan to shop, which is a huge advantage. Yeah, this was the 9th brand that I wanted to show. And the 10th one is called Cayl. It's a Korean brand, and they ship internationally, which is amazing. I mean, they don't ship internationally from their website, but they are on End Clothing. So if you look at Stockists, you'll find like relatively a lot of international places. It's a pretty new brand, and it's been getting a lot of attention in terms of Gorpcore and outdoor outfits. These are the type of mood that they're going for. If you think of American Gorpcore, American outdoor brands versus Japanese outdoor brands, you can definitely see a distinction. And then when you look at Korean brands, maybe it's because I live in Korea and I see a lot of these outfits, like these look very Korean to me. So if you want to go with these mood, I definitely recommend it, because if you think of Path, like post-archive faction, they also have a really similar silhouette. Korean brands are also making a lot of nice stuff, so the silhouette is very Korean. So if you're looking for these loose ones, I definitely recommend checking out Cayl. Pretty nice. I really like their hoodies. Like, this silhouette is very nice. Even if I don't wear outdoor outfits, I would try it. And one of the things, like, you see maybe something like this, like these type of outfits. You know, Kiko, he came to Korea and he visited Dongmyo, which is like equivalent to bunch of thrift shops for old people, and old people dress like this. So this guy took a picture and he uploaded on his Instagram saying like this is the most like, yeah, best street in the world, and he was taking outfits of old people. And this was interesting because like Korean old people, it's not that they intended to dress nice, they just wear whatever's in their wardrobe, and Kiko loves these type of outfits. And the last one is, I'm sure you guys know this brand as well. He was kind of like one of the huge person in fishing industry, and he started another brand, I believe. But yeah, they are mostly going for these, and you see a lot of pocket details. That's because he is inspired by fishing. That's what he used to do. I mean, he might still do it. Yeah, so these are all like fishing parkas and fishing gear. That's what he's going for. And a lot of Japanese brands, they add a lot of details that come from fishing. So that's something to consider if you're looking for Japanese outdoor brands. Yeah, so that pretty much ends the Gorpcore brands that I've prepared. I will see you in my other videos.